Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a whole house clean with me. I have so much cleaning motivation in today's video. We've done a lot of hosting recently with Christmas, my son's birthday, we had a New Year's Eve party. There were just little messes around the house constantly. So whenever I had a big mess to clean, I pulled out the camera so I could take you guys along with me. So I hope you guys leave today's video feeling motivated, and let's just get on into it. Now, if you guys don't already follow me on Instagram, I'll put my Instagram on the screen and down below. I would love if you guys wanted to follow me. I have been having a lot of fun making reels recently, so I've been making pretty much anytime I clean or do anything or decorate or any like Christmas activities, I've been making them into reels. It's just so fun and fast, and I'm someone that really loves like filming and video editing. But obviously I've been doing YouTube for 8 years, and YouTube is my favorite, but one video can take, you know, like a week to edit, so it's more, I think it lets my creativity flow a little bit. It's a little more fun to make like the quick content. So if you guys are someone that uses Instagram, I would absolutely love if you wanted to follow me. It's just lauren.midgley. Now this table, if you guys missed my last video, I found this table on Facebook Marketplace for $45. I just wanted one that was a little bit bigger, but this slides perfectly under the other coffee table that I just moved to the other room that didn't have a coffee table. So I'm just gonna fill this up and slide that under there because it doesn't really fit under this. But yeah, $45. I don't know, I wanted something different, and I haven't decided if I like it yet. I'm gonna wait till the new couches are in here. But then I figure if I don't like it, if it doesn't fit, I can just resell it. I only paid $45. Also, this area has nothing on it right now, and it looks horrible because the kids were playing around and the frames fell. They weren't hung up the best, but they did last up there for 3 years. But I don't want to hang anything else up yet because I don't know how I want to decorate the wall when I don't have the new couch in here yet. So that's what's going on. A lot of changes for some reason all at once. Also, I wanted to mention, if there's anything you see in today's video, whether it be my vacuum or the rug or anything, I will have it linked down below. That's one of my resolutions for 2025. I feel like I haven't been the best with that in the past. So I will try to have everything linked down below. I will say this rug, love it. Oh, and this blanket and the vacuum. Everything I'm showing right now I absolutely love. But this rug has held up so well. We've had it for a few years now, and we have spilled so much stuff on it. My son was actually Scream a couple years ago for Halloween. Don't ask, he's never seen the movie. Every year he is just the scariest thing that I will allow him to be. But anyways, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on YouTube, but that red stuff, he had a mask that like squirted the red stuff in his face, and it spilled all over this rug, and I was still able to get it out. So highly recommend this rug. I do not know how the rug shifted so much. You can see right here, the rug pad ends like right here, and then it kind of dips down, and then over here the rug pad is sticking out so bad. So I was going to trim it, but I was like, no, I just need to move it, and I'll do that whenever we do the couches. Now, before we continue with the cleaning, I did want to take a second to set up my new smoke detector. So something that's been bothering me for a little bit ever since I noticed was that the downstairs only had one smoke detector, and it seems to be very old and like painted over and kind of discolored. I'll show you it right here. Mind you, it wasn't hanging down like this before. I was kind of messing around with it, but it was just time for a new smoke detector. So I got this Siterwell combo smoke and carbon monoxide detector, and this detector has a high precision detection alarm with an accuracy of 99.96%. And I've heard people in the past talk about getting false alarms from like kitchen smoke or steam or whatever, but this alarm can accurately identify smoke, so you don't have to worry about frequent false alarms while cooking. And I know a lot of us are really busy and have so much on our plates as it is, So I love that this is built with a 10-year lithium battery and energy efficient technology. So that means it's a decade of maintenance-free use with just the one single installation, which also makes it more environmentally friendly. And the hardwired model comes with 2 replaceable AA batteries for easy maintenance. Now, in the case that you do have a low battery, you can actually mute the Detector for 10 hours with just one button. So you don't have to listen to that annoying beeping all night long. I know we've all had that issue before. And in the case of a false alarm, you can actually mute it with just one button as well. The key can be muted for 5 to 8 minutes. However, even in the silence period, the smoke alarm will continue to detect and still alert you if there's a problem. This alarm also has a micro mesh design, which is there to block insects and debris, making for more accurate alerts. And it also has AI technology to learn and adjust to your home environment, reducing false alarms for dust or pollutants, ensuring more accurate alerts. And like I said, this is a smoke and carbon monoxide detector. I feel like all of us are very aware of having smoke alarms in our house, but it's also just as important to have a carbon monoxide detector because it's, you can't smell it, you can't see it. I just feel like that's very important as well. So I love that this is both. So if you guys are interested in this product, I will have them linked down below in my description. And thank you so much to Siterwell for sponsoring today's video.
Traffic ain't a waste of time when you were there to hold my hand, but I've had it with the 405 since you said I'd missed my last chance. But I know that you've been asking about me. If I tried though to get you back, would you let me?
Okay, I think I'm going to attempt to move the rug by myself. So as I'm filming this voiceover, it's actually been a couple weeks since I filmed these clips cleaning the living room, and I have to say, my living room looks completely different now. I am so happy with it. I think it'll be the next video. It'll be like a huge living room transformation. So I can't wait for you guys to see. But that is pretty much why I was doing a deep clean, because I knew that our new couches were here. They were actually in boxes in the foyer. So I wanted to get the living room like all set up and clean under the rug and flip it and do whatever I had to do. And then obviously I had that coffee table, which I got off Facebook Marketplace. And I ended up completely painting this room because it was like 2 days before Christmas. I had so much to do. I had nothing wrapped yet. I didn't even have like half the presents I needed. So I thought to myself, what should I do? And I said, you know what? It would be the perfect time to paint the living room. So that's what I did. But I did get it all done in time. So I can't wait for you guys to see that. Now I will say, at the end of me cleaning the living room, the after shots aren't that satisfying because right after I filmed this, I went in and started filming the next video of putting the couches together and everything. So there's no super satisfying after shot of the living room in this video, but you'll see it in the next one, I promise. So speaking of painting the living room, this is what happened in this area. So there was just a lot of stuff from painting, especially down below. I didn't know what to do with it. Honestly, I don't love this desk area in my house. If any of you guys have a desk area like this, do you use it as a desk? What do you use it for? This is in our kitchen. I really wish it was just like normal cabinetry because it just is a catch-all. No matter how hard we try to keep it clean, it always ends up looking like this because it's kind of tucked away. And even when I film like a cleaning video or a decorating video, I can place the tripod right in this corner and face the other way, so then you never see this area. So I'm gonna be filming a decluttering video soon, and we're gonna really go through all this stuff. But a lot of it did have to do with painting. And in this clip, I had already painted the living room, so I was gladly getting rid of all of it.
Been asking about me. If I tried though to take it all back, would you let me? Oh, it might take some time to change your mind. Maybe everything we can make it right. Just take me back in your eyes, blinking at me like a caution light.
So like I said, the reason that so many areas of my house were really messy is we've been doing a lot of hosting recently. We have had friends over like every couple days for the past few weeks, whether it be New Year's Eve party or Bennett's birthday or just like a play date or whatever. But I will say it makes me really happy because my 2024 New Year's resolution, so last year's New Year's resolution, was to make friends. And I feel like that sounds kind of pathetic and sad, but I moved to North Carolina as an adult. I moved here when I was 22, and immediately I was the manager at Massage Envy, and then from there I went to be the manager of European Wax Center. So even though all the girls that I worked with were my exact age, they were technically under me, and it was like frowned upon to hang out with them outside of work. So I didn't really make friendships there, and then I quit European Wax Center to become a stay-at-home mom. And then after that, I was just like in the depths of motherhood, like just really deep in it. I feel like some people do well. I was one of those people that like really lost myself in motherhood, I think, like just all consumed. And so when I started 2024, I had a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old, and I was like, you know what? I'm ready to feel like me again, to be Lauren again, to like have my personality back. And so I really wanted to make friends. So what I did is I joined Burn Boot Camp, which is just like, it's a gym where we go to like an hour-long class. Every day I go, and it's like a strength training class or a HIIT workout or whatever. But anyways, because of that, I met so many girls, and I really, really put myself out there. Like, I would meet someone one time at Burn, and I would add them on Instagram, and then like the next day send them a message and be like, do you want to go on a walk, or do you want to get coffee, or do you want to hang out? Like, just really uncomfortably put myself out there and kind of like put myself in people's business and made them hang out with me. But it worked because now I have so many good friends, like just so many friends that I could hang out with, that I could call if I needed something or needed someone to talk to. I have people that I go on walks with, and girls that I get coffee with, and girls that we have play dates with, and it has just been awesome. So yeah, I don't mind all the mess, because the reason the house is so messy is we've just been having friends over and, you know, enjoying the holiday season. So this is a little bit random, but it's been on my mind. I recently started watching the show The Rookie on Hulu. It has like 7 seasons, and each season has 22 episodes, and I think I binged the whole show in like 3 weeks. It is now my all-time favorite show. I was like obsessed with it, but I finished it. So now I feel like I'm like missing my friends or something, because I was so wrapped up in that show and I loved it so much. I just played it in the background whenever I did anything. If I was cleaning, editing, whatever, I was watching it. But now I need show recommendations, because I've tried to start like 10 different shows this week and I can't get into anything. I am someone where I just watch or listen to something like all day long. So if you have any show recommendations, please leave them down below. We have like all the streaming services. I just can't find anything to get into. And if you need a recommendation, I definitely recommend The Rookie. Also, please excuse this outfit I'm cleaning in. The first half of the kitchen cleaning, I was like in a cute little sweatsuit, and then I went to the gym and I was like, no, I gotta finish filming, because if I wait another day, the kitchen's gonna be messy and I'm gonna have to start from scratch. So this is me right after the gym, like hadn't showered yet, just in my gym clothes. So that's what's going on here. Okay, so now it is time for the bedroom, and this is definitely the most embarrassing area, I think, because the other areas around my house were areas that got messy from doing things, like having friends over and hanging out, or family over, and so then the kitchen was really messy, so after they left, I set up the camera and cleaned, or had a play date, and so then when everyone left, I set up the camera and cleaned the living room or whatever. But obviously I don't have friends hanging out in my bedroom all the time. So this is definitely just from lack of paying attention to it and putting this room on the back burner. And sometimes when I do these videos, I'm like, you know what, Lauren, like you could pre-clean. Like, why don't you just pre-clean a little bit? But obviously I chose against it. And it really is, I feel like I have such a good audience on YouTube. Like, you guys are so kind, so nice, so supportive. But obviously there's always like 1 or 2 people that will leave a comment like, how do you let it get like this? Or I had 62 kids and worked 80 hours a week and my house never looked like this, or whatever. So it is hard to put stuff like that on the internet, but I know there's people watching that can relate, and hopefully you're watching this and you feel motivated, or you're cleaning along with me, or you know, you feel a little less overwhelmed watching this. So if you're listening to this, go clean your room, but also thank you for being here.
Hey, how have you been? We're on our way to Central Park again. Lie under blue skies, sunshine, a bottle of wine. Talk about our daydreams. Hey, it seems your hands on my thighs. Wait, is this right? 'Cause I'm so in love with you. And I'm not sure.
I have to say I was very impressed with my bed making skills. I'm usually not the best at making the bed, but I'm gonna be honest, it is all for show. There's the brown thing is a quilt, and then the white thing on top is a comforter. So I don't use them together or it would be way too hot. But if I make the bed with both of them, it looks really nice. And anytime I look on Instagram or Pinterest, I feel like everyone has these like really big fluffy comforters or quilts. So I'm curious, if you're someone whose bed looks really nice like this all the time, do you actually sleep with all these pillows and like the comforter and the quilt, or do you just take them off for bedtime? Because I think that was my problem before, is I was trying to make the bed with just the things I slept with, and it obviously wasn't enough stuff. But I'm curious, do you use everything on the bed, or do you have like an area where you put the things during the night, like a chair in your room or whatever? Because I do really like how the bed looks right now. Okay guys, so we are outside, change of scenery. I'm gonna clean out my car. I will say it's really messy, but there's not a lot of stuff out here. Like the stuff in the trash has been taken out, but the like crumbs and the things that you need to vacuum up and like all the little pieces are bad. Okay, watching this back, I feel like this seat is so embarrassing. So the issue is my son, he's 4 now, so he recently moved to front facing, but he was rear facing for a long time. I know that can be controversial because different people, like when their kids were young, there was different rules, but it's actually recommended now to have them rear face as long as possible, just because in case of a crash, they would be safer. However, he's at the point now where I think developmentally they say that it's best to move to front facing or whatever. But because of that, his feet were on the back of the seat for so long. And so that seat is just so dirty. And I feel like it's so embarrassing. And as you can see, I'm trying my hardest in this video to clean it, but if anyone has any better tips or recommendations on how to clean these types of seats, please let me know. So unfortunately, this car seat, I spilled coffee on it last year on my birthday and it got all over the seat. I've tried to clean it a couple times. From what like my research has said, you have to kind of go over it multiple times and it'll bring the stain up to the surface more and more. So every time I do it, it looks like the stain is gone, and then like over time you'll be able to see it again. So I'm gonna go over it again today. Now, I wanted to show you guys this. I know last year I had shared on my YouTube channel that I was having really bad anxiety. During that time, I actually bought a few of these coloring books and some like alcohol markers from Home Goods. And I would just sit around and color whenever I was stressed out. And as you can see, the ADHD had me never finish a page. I would get like halfway and stop. Oh, I actually finished this page. But it was so fun and so relaxing. So if you're someone that's been stressed or you just need like a hobby to relax, maybe I'll link them down below because I think the coloring book was like $7.99, and there's some pretty expensive markers online that people recommend because you do need like the alcohol markers to make it work better. But the ones I got from Home Goods were like 15 bucks and they worked perfectly. Okay, so after doing some research, I saw people say to use Folex on the stains and let it sit for a second and then use the little green machine with only water to get it up. So we're gonna try that first because I've tried the little green machine solution and as you've seen, it hasn't made a huge difference. And then I also have these stains right here, which are really annoying. This is from my son's car seat. Like you can see the indentation where the car seat goes. I don't know. I got cloth seats because they're cheaper, but they're really hard to take care of, at least for me. So anyways, oh shoot, I just dropped a pretzel down there. Oh great. Okay, well, whatever. I'm gonna spray this on and hope that it makes a little bit more of a difference than the last time I did this. Spray it on any annoying stains and hope it makes any sort of difference. Remember before I had kids, if there was like a single spot on my car seat, like I remember I had like a frayed like thread and it really bothered me, and now that I have kids I'm just like, I think I've given up. I like how in the last clip I just blamed it all on the kids when this is all me right here. Oh, the dang coffee. It doesn't feel like it's doing a lot because you can still see the stain, but this is from that one seat. That's crazy. Okay, so it's working. It's like, this might never come out the way I want it to, but at least it's improving. Okay, so it's been actually a couple weeks since those other clips were filmed. So those were filmed before the holidays. It's actually January now. But I wanted to kind of wrap this video up. Okay, I just moved this thing. Hopefully that will help the lighting that just came in here. But I wasn't 100% happy with how the seats ended up. I feel like maybe just like one or two more like good scrubs will help to get it out. It looks significantly better than it started, but I'm just not 100% happy. But I will say this little trick of using Folex on it, kind of agitating it and then only putting hot water in the little green machine, I think was the best. I think this did a lot more work than when I actually used like the solution that came with it. So we're gonna try that again, but let me show you what, like how the car is looking right now. It looks pretty good. It's just the seats need me to go over them again. So I figured I would go ahead and film that. Okay, now that I'm looking at it on camera, I'm like, wow, it actually looks really bad. So I feel like in person, I can kind of, if I'm looking for it, I can slightly see something right here, and then I can see that for sure. But now on camera, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's stuff everywhere. Gosh, these are like the car seats that will not clean. And then back here, looks really good. There's like a sticker down there and obviously my tripod I set up, but everything looks good back here. However, I'm going to take this seat out as well. I already unstrapped it obviously. Okay, so this is the majorly bad seat. I will say it looks better than it started. Let me put the original, like how it looked before on the screen. Tell me what you guys think. I do think it looks a lot better than it did. But it still looks bad. I'm like, Zach, this is literally just from his car seat from when he was rear facing. And like, I don't even know what this stuff is. So that's a pain. But you know what? I'm gonna go over it again. We'll see if we can get it looking brand new. Okay, this is from this one seat. Can you see? So there's still a lot of, let me see, nasty water. Feels never ending. Now that is it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I know I haven't posted in a couple weeks. I just took off some time for the holidays, and you know, after the Christmas decorating, I really never know what to post. So I feel like once it's January, it feels like a fresh start. So I really want to do like a lot of cleaning and decluttering because that's what I'm into right now. But if you guys have any suggestions down below or videos you want to see, please let me know. I will make them. Seriously, just let me know. But yeah, I hope this video made you feel a little motivated, or at least made you feel better if you have messes around your house. But thank you guys so much for watching. I would love for you to leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to follow me on Instagram. I've been posting daily over there pretty much. It's @lauren.midgley. But yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.